My name is Regina Shannon. I'm a self published author and have had to reluctantly learn book marketing. Now, being introverted and not as young as I used to be, this was no easy task. I'm more of a recluse, and the thought of jumping around online, either promoting myself or my books, it literally makes me ill. And I'm not kidding. However, in today's world, whether you self publish or want to sign with a professional publisher, there will be an expectation that you will do at least some of your own marketing. I have heard over and over again from industry insiders that unless you are an author who has reaped the benefits of publishers' marketing budgets previous to the founding of KDP, which was back in 2007, even the big publishing houses are not going to allocate much money towards marketing you or your book. The publishing houses are having their own problems now, both financial and the competition on Amazon.com. Plus, each year, more and more people are reading more and more eBooks, which are not as profitable as the paperbacks and the hardcovers. So, with all of these changes, the big five publishing houses are no longer the iron fisted gatekeepers they once were. That being said, if you look here as I scroll through the bestsellers lists in mystery, thriller, and suspense, literature and fiction, and even romance, you can see that all of the marketing money is put on very few authors who are already famous or who have had a rare hit. The publishing companies are just not investing in unknown young authors as they once did. Not to mention how stiff the competition with them already is, with all of these celebrity books, the family connections, nepotism, favoritism, and tribalism, all working against new and or unknown authors. So if you are just starting out, it can only help you if you learn the basics of book marketing. The good news is, if you're a young person who has been raised on social media, you can build a great marketing campaign in pretty short order. For those of us who are older and unfamiliar with all of the new technologies, it may take a little more effort. But there are ideas for marketing that introverts and even misanthropes can do, all of which can be done from home in a bathrobe. I'm going to go over these ideas and strategies in this video, and I have a lot to cover, so let's get going. As I just finished saying, all of the marketing ideas, techniques, and strategies I'm about to go over can be done from home in a bathrobe using a laptop. I have 12 marketing campaigns that I will tell you about, but I also have extra tips and tricks that I will give you as I proceed through the video, so be sure to stay until the end. Okay, let me take a time out to give you a bonus tip here. Any graphics that you make to promote your books, be sure to save them all in a way that they can be opened again, changed, and resaved. For example, I use GIMP, which is a free alternative program to Photoshop, and I save them as an XCF file. This saves the image with all of the layers used when creating them. So if I wanted to put another book in the still life above, the one with the ebook reader, I could swap out the layer with the book cover and add a different one. So, and it's the same thing with the book description panel on the left. I can change out the title and use this for many different marketing campaigns. You're going to want to build a graphics marketing campaign around every single event in the life of a book. The first one is optional. You can invite readers to submit names to name a character in the book you are writing. You can describe the character and ask for submissions, which is one marketing campaign. 2 weeks later, you're going to have a follow-up marketing campaign, and that's going to be to announce a winner. Okay, and I'll have an example coming up a little later. Number two, the second event is you're going to make a big to-do about your book is finished and it's going to the editor and you're very excited about it coming out, and just, it's an opportunity for you to talk about the book. And again, you're going to ask for emails for anyone who wants to read the book for free before it is released. And you want to keep these emails separate. Now, this is not a formal advanced reader campaign. We haven't gotten there yet. This is just a friendly, oh my God, I'm so excited, and here's my book, and anybody that wants to read it, send me your email. I'm happy to let you read it ahead of the launch, and just keep them separate, the emails. Okay, so number three, the third event is a book cover reveal. Now, there are many things that you can do, from very simple book cover reveals, to very elaborate ones. You can search on the internet and find a book cover reveal that is within your skill set, and that's the one you want to go with. Okay. Now, number four is also an opportunity to create some buzz about the book. You're going to list the book for pre-order on Amazon, and you're going to do this 1 to 2 months before the release date, because you have a lot of opportunity for contacting readers to have them read the book and to get reviews that are coming up. I'm going to be going through those. So this is number four. This is sort of just, creating some more buzz. On the left is an example of a Name That Character campaign that I did. And as you can see, I used a royalty-free picture of the character and a character description. That's one campaign. The graphic on the right is sent out 2 to 3 weeks later, and it is we have a winner announcement with the name of the character and also the winner. Now, I've blocked out the name of the winner because this is well after this was chosen. Anyway, but as you can see, this is a marketing campaign, 2 marketing campaigns made very, very easily. No phone calls, no jumping around online, no knocking on doors, and no huge investment in costs. Okay, so number 5 is to run an advanced reader campaign. Now, this is a more formal giveaway. You're going to give away a copy of the book before release, but this time it's going to be in exchange for a review when it is released. So again, you want to save the emails so you can ask them later on for a review when the book is launched. Number 6. The next event is going to be a countdown for launch. And this is going to be another, the author is excited and you're creating a buzz and I can't wait for it to come out. And this is going to revolve around the publication date that it's been chosen. And this is when the book is going to release. But it is an opportunity to build a whole campaign around it. Number 7, you want to run an ad promotion for the book launch on the release date. Now, this is not a video on book ads, and so I'm not going to go into any detail, but I will tell you this. Amazon decides where to position your book based on how it does very early on, from the release date until maybe a month or so later. So if you are planning to invest money in launching the book or pushing it as far up the bestseller list or down, that is, the bestseller list, this is the time to do it. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about advertising. Now, number 8, you want to create a paperback or a hardcover giveaway for up to 5 winners. You do what you can afford. you're going to, of course, order the books. Then create a book plate, 2 magnetic bookmarks, and whatever other swag you want to include with it. I have a short video showing how to make the book plates with shipping labels, and I will post that below in case anybody is interested in that. Now, number 9, you're going to have a campaign to request reviews. All right. You're going to contact all of the people on the email list and send them a personal email and ask them for a review for your book. And in that email, you're going to give them a direct link to the review page. Now, I have gone into detail in probably half of my videos about how to leave a direct link to a review page, so I'm not going to go into it right here. However, that's what you want to do so that they don't have to go to the book description page and scroll all the way to the bottom and try to find the tiny little link in size 8 font to leave a review. So this way, it makes it nice and easy. They go right to the review page, and the first thing they do is choose, hopefully, 5 stars, and they jump right into the box and leave you the review, and that's it. It's good to go. It's less than 3 minutes for them to do it. Okay, so that is number 9. Now, I give myself 1 extra email. In other words, I check the reviews and see if anybody has left any. And if they haven't, or I feel like it's, I still have a lot of people on the list that didn't leave me a review, I allow myself 1 further email. And I always use some kind of, I use the term gentle request so that they don't think that I'm pestering them. And what I do is I just ask them again, referencing, I know life is busy, but if you could leave me a review, that would be great. And then that's it. If they don't respond, they don't leave a review, that's it. I wash my hands of it and it's over. Okay, so that's number 9. Okay, so here is an example of the book plate that I used in the giveaway for my vampire books. Actually, this one is from my police procedural, which has the handcuffs. The vampire book has vampire teeth up here, I believe, and my private investigator series has a private investigator with a camera, I believe, in these 2 spots. But anyway, you get the point. And it's, it sticks out like a sore thumb on this green background, but when it was on the page of the book, which is white, it looked very, very professional, looked very nice. I was very happy with it. And of course, you have to leave enough room for you to sign the book. This is an example of one of the bookmarks that I had made. I used AI to match the colors on the book cover. And here's another bookmark that I used. I gave this away in my newsletter. I think 8 of these different scenes with the cats in the trees with the birds. So anyway, that's an idea of how to organize the giveaway. And before I get to the last 3 suggestions, I just wanted to go over a few of the tools here that I have used, and I think this would be of interest to the beginners. First of all, this is one of the posters that I used in the ads for the giveaway, so I just thought the newbies would want to see something that they could use to at least start with. So that's what I used there. Now, this is the icon for GIMP, which is a free Photoshop alternative program. That's what I use now. But I've been doing graphics most of my life, so it was an easy transition for me. If you don't have a high graphic artist skill level, you probably would be able to use Canva. Now, in book marketing, you're really only going to need 5 to 10 templates, because we post on social media most of the time, and they're all the same sizes. So what you can do is find 5 or 10 templates that you really like, and you're just going to be using them over and over again. So you could probably even use the free Canva. Now up here is Deposit Photos, okay? And this is a royalty-free website. And I have belonged to them for I don't know how many years. And although right now I have started to use Ideogram AI, okay, and I'm going to go into this in a minute, every now and again, I still can't get the AI to do what I need them to do. Okay, this idea that they're going to take over the world, I don't think so. But anyway, so I still belong to Deposit Photos. Now, they have a special at least twice a year, 100 photos for $100. That means you're paying $1 per photograph, and they have beautiful photographs. And sometimes they offer 100 photographs for $88. So if you get on their mailing list, you'll be able to take advantage of that. And this is good if you don't have any graphic skills. You'll find a million things to use on Deposit Photos. Now, on Ideogram AI, there are a lot of AI tools out there. I've used many, many of them. This one here I love because it's very easy and it gives you 4 results every time you ask it to do something. So you have a really good choice. So it makes your work very fast because you don't have to keep going back and asking for something different. It gives you 4 examples every time you program it. And also, it has a very low learning curve. In other words, you just go there, fill in the box for what you want, choose an aspect ratio, meaning the size of the picture, and then click go. That's it. The rest of it does on its own. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to say was that I have used Fiverr on and off through the years as well. I've had book covers done with them and other, all kinds of stuff I've had done using Fiverr. So if you don't have any graphic skills at all, you can get somebody that you can work with. Now, this is good for somebody who doesn't have any graphic skills, but if you're somebody who works and you don't have any time, this is a great place to delegate work for a very affordable price. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Number 10, give away or sell your book a few times a month using BookFunnel or Story Origin or some other giveaway websites. This will build your newsletter, which is your reader list. Number 11, put your book in Kindle Select. This will allow you to give the book away for up to 5 free days in each 3-month period. I have many books, so I do a giveaway every week for another book. It leads to new emails, the newsletter grows, I get more reviews and more sales. Number 12, do author swaps. BookFunnel and Story Origin offer opportunities to swap with other authors who write in the same genre as you. And they have it all set up on their websites where all you have to do is click author swaps and it will lead you through the whole procedure. It's very easy. And if you can't or haven't joined BookFunnel or Story Origin, Facebook also has a group for author swaps. And here are 6 examples of marketing around the holidays. Holidays are gift giving time, and books are a big gift item, so take advantage of this. I use every single holiday, as you can see. Here is an example of putting your book into a still life. I asked Ideogram AI to create a tablescape with a black book and to leave the cover empty. Then, using GIMP and the perspective tool, I fit my cover onto the top of the book in the still life. These are very popular all over social media, which is where I got the idea from. And the last example to the right is an ad for the season of autumn. When September and October rolls around, people love to see pictures of nature changing colors. It's a great way to get attention to your books. The seasons are just another opportunity to create a book promotion around them. These are the last 2 tips that I have. But before I go into them, I will ask you if you learned anything or enjoyed the video, if you would be good enough to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me build my YouTube channel. On the left is a list of holidays in the USA. It may be too small for you to see any of the entries, but I just asked Google Gemini to make a list of all of the holidays in the year. Then I picked out the ones I can associate with books, reading, or gift giving. I build another marketing campaign around all of the holidays as well. Now, to the right, I have a graphic that represents my ever-expanding marketing calendar. This came about when I figured out how to reuse and repurpose some of my marketing efforts. I use the same calendar all year, every year, and it keeps expanding. Let me give you an example. Nothing is ever deleted from the calendar. If I make a Christmas graphic for a book one year, I put it on the calendar for the day before Christmas. Next year, if I have the time, I'll make one for 2 books. Then I put those 2 and 3 days before Christmas, and on and on. I've reached a point where I have 6 to 8 posts every day without effort. I have gone away and stayed in a hotel. While in my bathrobe, I have posted up to 10 social media posts and videos with no effort. It takes me about 20 minutes to a half hour to copy and paste everything online, and then I'm free for the rest of the vacation. So I'll post a link for my blog post about this. Today, we covered the basics of marketing, but the ever-expanding marketing calendar will bring your marketing up to a professional level. And now we've come to the point where you have to suffer through a little shameless self-promotion. Here's a panel of all of my books. The 2 novelettes are both being given away for free on BookFunnel, so I will have links for them both in the description box below. This was a long video. If anyone is still with me, thanks for watching until the end, and I will see you in the next video.